Attention listener, attention. Warning sign prohibited sign passport control, no one under 18 to be perfectly clear. This is a warning for the audio you are about to hear. The Adrian Lozano show is for mature audiences of legal age only, no one under 25. This program contains explicit and very graphic descriptions of acts of a sexual nature. Strong adult language and adult situations along with adult themes such as controlling violence, and occasionally you might get graphic references to drugs and alcohol usage. The Adrian Lozano Show is a show about a very funny man who does reviews of every kind of entertainment and discussing new movie trailers with his various assortment of special guests. Adrian also covers life lessons dealing with anxiety and being manic, as well as depression, stress, and the everyday battle of struggling with mental health. As always, this is a comedy show intended for the purposes of humor if you like jokes in bad taste. So if you were still here, then good on you, mate. We appreciate your support. You can also support the show by going to anchor.fm and becoming a supporter. We're going to patreon.com/Adrian Marcus Lozano, Marcus with a K. And we thank you so very much for listening. Now on with the greatest show ever to have Lozano attached to it. It is time for the Adrian Lozano Show.
Hello. My name is Adrian Lozano, and this is the Adrian Lozano Show. What is it? It's a show where I share with you the things that I feel you should know, or you'd be better off knowing. Just a little bit of Texan point of view.
Down, it's the Adrian Lozano Show. Let it be beep telephone. Place to call your own. But the facts are still unknown. It's the Adrian Lozano Show. Woo! Take it off!
Tetrions, like the emissions in the cargo bay, baby. Tetrions, like the emissions in the cargo bay. Hello, it's your friendly neighborhood Adrian Lozano coming at you in a Star Trek-y kind of mood. Not tracky kind of mood, but a Trekky kind of mood, if you catch my kind of mood. If you can see my mood through this podcast, I want what you're on. And also, make sure you're laying down and drink lots of water, or you're standing up and drink lots of water. Whatever. I can't remember. And I think if you shake it more than twice. Wait, no, that's something else. Okay, so I was going to talk to you about, what was I going to talk to you about? I was going to say things like, Tetrions, like the emissions in a cargo bay. Oh, baby, Tetrions. Yeah. Or maybe I'll say something like, I'm leaking like a ruptured plasma conduit over here. I don't know what kind of voice that is. I don't know who that was. Get out of my studio. Yes, I have a fan on. It's hot where I'm at, and it's not because of me. It's more because of, when you get to a certain age, when a man's vagina becomes inflamed, he must go to the long road, or as women call it, the long road. I don't know. Anyway, I have been partaking of a lot of different well, that sounds ominous. I've been sampling a bunch of... Whoa, wait a minute. I've been experimenting with... Okay, again, setting this up wrong. I've been working on my editing. So I've been editing a lot. And I've been trying out some new software. And pretty soon I'll be trying out some new hardware. And I'll also say, where's where? He's a where. Woo! Where? Just shake your where, care. Yeah. Or, always hide your wolf dork. Never let people see your wolf dork. Because if they see it, they won't forget it. And just like Mom used to say, put your wolf dork away. Hey, I rhymed. I made a haiku or whatnot. Yeah, it wasn't a haiku. 575. I got your 575 right here. I'm arguing with myself again. Hello, Clarice. It's good to see you again. Quid pro quo, Clarice. Could you get me a newspaper? Maybe from the 90s? Why would you want that, Dr. Lecter? So I wouldn't have to hear about your new horrible film, Clarice. Why? You didn't even put makeup on. Dr. Lecter, Clarice. Dr. Lecter, Clarice. That's an awesome... I forget what channel that is, but that's on YouTube where they try to do all these movies in like 5 seconds. That was one of the first ones I saw. Dr. Lecter, Clarice. Dr. Lecter, Clarice. Dr. Lecter, Clarice. Hey, wait, isn't that... No, because the terrible Star Wars is... And then... Wow, I got into Star Wars awfully quick there. You know, it ripped my heart out. I was thumbing around YouTube today, and I saw this this one thumbnail that had Star Wars R.I.P. 1977 to 2018. And it was just so creepy because I agree with it 100%. It's so dead and it's just getting deader, man. I feel like it's going to be exploited because it's owned by Disney. It's going to be exploited so hardcore. I mean, there's going to be kids, I guess, yeah, it's like the future generations of kids are going to just like these movies and not know what it was to literally wait decades to get some of the worst movies ever to be put on fake celluloid, and some of the most offensive Asian accents I won't even do. I mean, I'll be very offensive, but that's crossing a line, and I just don't do that unless, George Lucas is there and I'm being paid and being filmed and I don't know what it is and I don't understand the context and I'm wearing some kind of weird costume and I'm asking him, what does this all mean? And he says, just wait, you'll see. But I never saw the actual thing that he intended to release because it's horrible. It truly is pretty horrible. It's one of the horrible things that, you can't unsee. I mean, people talk about how bad it was, and I remember thinking it was bad in the theater and thinking I was wrong, but I wasn't. Even watching it again and buying the DVDs and listening to the commentaries and all this behind the scenes shit, I found myself engaging more in the DVD special features and commentaries than I would the movie, which wasn't the case for the original trilogy. I mean, I'm a huge Empire fan. Anybody who knows anything about me knows that that's the best one. You got your Irvin Kershner, who's a genius, a master manipulator of the celluloid. Celluloid, not to be confused with his brother, Christopher Lloyd, But, yeah, man, that Empire Strikes Back blew me away. The first time I saw the trilogy, I was a kid. My parents had the box set. And I was like, hey, what's this? And they're like, you haven't seen Star Wars? And I was like, well, is it like Star Trek? And they're like, no, pop it in, check it out. So there I was after episode 1. After the first episode 4, A New Hope, I was like, holy crap, that was amazing. Obi Kenobi died. And they're like, wait till you watch the second one. Fell in love with it. Had no idea. Like, just blew me away. Just had no idea that I was watching one of my favorite movies of all time. Yeah, it's great. I love it way more than that horrible piece of crap Return of the Jedi. Now, don't get me wrong. The Return of the Jedi is way, way more terrible than you think it is. I mean, just when you watch it again, you don't want to hate it, but you catch yourself doing other things. I've caught myself many a time. I walked right in on myself. I just opened the door. There I was. I was like, what are you doing? And then I had to, put my wolf dork away. And I was like, uh-oh, there's something. But anyway, it was more like I wanted more out of the Return of the Jedi. I wanted definitely more out of fucking Boba Fett. Like, that character looks so cool with that T-shaped mask and whatnot. You expect him to be a force to be reckoned with, to be capable of such destruction. And no, just like, fucking Darth Maul, he's in, he's out, bam, Sarlacc pit. Not that Darth Maul went Sarlacc pit, but the day I'm recording this and whatever day this goes out, maybe it's 15 years from now, that you're listening to it and you're like, who is this guy? He did a what cast and the where? From Whoville? Good afternoon, good evening, and Whoville. Yeah, if you're listening to this, a buddy of mine recently, the guy who I do the show with on the tubes, Adrian and Chris. My buddy Chris went to go check out Han Solo, and I told him it was going to be terrible. I told him it was going to suck. I told him you're a fool. All these things. I tried to stop him. I'm like, you're throwing your money away. He's like, I've already thrown my money away. I can't unspend it. And I was like, you're a fool, damn it. And he's like, I know, but I'm going to go anyway because I like Star Wars. At least he's trying to convince himself of that. Whatever. He's wrong. Just like his opinion of pizza is wrong. If you like a crispy pizza, I'm not saying you're wrong, but that's your deal. My deal is you give me a thick pizza, you load it up so damn thick it possibly can't hold together once you pick it up. That's a Maya pizza. That's a tasty pizza. Or the Chicago style. Oh, I love me Chicago style. I'm getting way off track here. Our last episode, we did a pizza episode, and episode 6 is the pizza one, and it really divides our friendship quite down, quite down the middle. Right, quite? He's a bit right, quite, He's all old blighty and right, quite. With the Hugh and the Laurie and the Hugh Laurie. That bloke with his blokes and his bloking blokes. Have I been watching British comedy? No, I have. So anyway, as I was saying, I feel like Star Wars is dead to me. You're dead to me! Pack your things and get out. How can a dead man pack his things? You heard me! I just don't... if Luke's dead, man, I don't want to go back. Like, I was rooting for Luke when his dad fucking cut his hand off. I was like, this is the most amazing thing I've ever seen. That's my child voice, by the way. Actual recording, I just brought in the old cassette and hit play on the old cassette player. And then, wouldn't you know it, I got cassette all over me. Oh, it was beautiful and warm and high-pitched. Anyway, so, yeah, I was flipping around YouTube and I saw that thumbnail and it just made me think, it's like, wow, I really totally agree with that in the weirdest way. I kind of feel like it was right. I feel right, Brian. No, I feel like it was right that I saw The Last Jedi and that I haven't really seen anything else. Like, I don't have the urge to see, what do you call it? The Han Solo or even Episode 9. Like, I have no desire to see it, and that makes me sad in a way, but it also... I mean, like, I like Vader. I love me some Vader. Give me more Luke and Vader. Like, I feel like there's not enough. Like, I would definitely go for some, not Hayden Christensen fucking Force Ghost, but I'm talking about the old school Force Ghost. When we saw Vader, like, that Force Ghost with Luke, maybe, I don't know what they're doing, playing ping pong, that'd be cool. But whatever, it's just, I want more Luke Skywalker, because Star Wars is the Skywalker fucking story. And if you didn't think so, check out the first, terrible 3 episodes that came out, not in the 70s. They're fucking horrible. And they're all about, Hayden Christensen, like, being all butthurt, and he's like, I hate these sand people. It's like, whoa, racism, bro. And it's like, no, the sand people. Like, whoa, you can't be that racist, bro. It's like, I'm on another planet. It's not racist when you're on another planet. Or is it? I think it is. I still think it's racist. But whatever. You make the Obi-Wan Kenobi noise to scare everybody. Wait, that's not it. It's like... That's the same noise. Here, let me try one more time. Okay, that was a different noise. I think I have to get my carburetor checked. My carburetor inside the recording studio that is my house, that is my cat's bed, that is my bed. Default cat's bed. So, as I was saying, I'm in a Trekkie kind of mood. I'm feeling very Trekkish. I might Trekkish. You might find this bloke to be a might Trekkish. I think I'm going to dig into, it's been a long time getting from meow to meow. You know, Enterprise. I dig that to Paul, man. She's hot. Aside from that, like, some Scott Dracula. Scott Dracula's a great captain. He's perfect. You know, like, he's good. I hate that shit's only got 4 fucking seasons, and the last episode is kind of a fuck you. In my opinion, I could be wrong. Tell me what you think, but doesn't it seem like a weird way to say goodbye? I mean, I love TNG, don't get me wrong, but man, like, give him a triumphant battle. Give him a, you know, something. I don't know. It just, oh yeah, it was all, how about that? It all worked out. End program, you know? Computer delete program. But Riker, Khalid Khaleesi. Oh, Khalid Khaleesi. Oh, call Khalid Khaleesi. She'll make sure she shames you after you shame her and whatnot. It's the walk of shame. Walk of shame. And you do the walk. Na 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 na. You do the walk of shame. Yeah, you do the walk of shame. Doo doo. Doo 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 doo. Sorry. I'm not sorry. I am not just rambling on, or am I? Truthfully, this is therapy. And if I didn't have this recording, I'd be talking like this anyway to my cats, who just assume this is some kind of speech, and at the end there's food. After a few minutes, they realize there's no food coming, so they go to sleep. You know how it is. Kids, am I right? Okay, wait, I'm not talking to kids. I'm talking about the people who have kids. Kids. Am I right, people who have kids? I'm nodding in agreement, which is the best thing to do on a podcast. Anyway, like I said, I'm feeling a mite bit Trekkish. I'm just in a Trekkie mood. I was going through some of my old recordings, and I came across the little ditty, which is, it seems like a song. I hope nobody else has done that song, but I know I'm kind of ripping off the meow 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 meow, but that was just like the way the character had said it, you know, tetrions, like emissions in the cargo bay. What? Tetrions. Like the emissions in the cargo bay. Oh baby, tetrions. Did you just tetrion? Are you on the verge of a precipice? You son of a bitch. No. It went deep into my mind. Deep. You know, Job, I have games that could make you smarter. I was born dumb. You can't tell anybody, but I'll take you to my basement, shoot you up with drugs, and we'll play video games. Okay. Okay, let's go. I love that movie. Anybody who doesn't love Lawnmower Man, what the hell, man? That shit's great. When they did that on How Did This Get Made, I felt betrayed and hurt, and at the same time, they didn't watch the director's cut, so I felt okay. I was like, these genius motherfuckers. This beautiful June Diane, the amazing and unforgettable Jason Mantzoukas, and the one, the only Paul Scheer. Now you may say, why am I all over June Diane's cock and Paul Scheer's cock and Jason Mantzoukas' cock? Well, I'll tell you why. It's because they're worth it. Well, I mean, I guess I'm worth it too on some level. Not really. Not as good as them. They're amazing. Everything they do is amazing. They can do no wrong in my eyes. Except for when they aren't as funny as I want them to be. But that's different. All their content's free, so how can you argue it's free? Especially when it's like, you know, even the movies that I do, like they did a movie called Bratz. I was like, what the fuck are y'all doing? And I laughed my ass off at that episode. Did not watch that movie. I've seen all their movies. I've seen everything. I've seen it, okay? Get over it. Ironically enough, I've seen everything except I have not seen Disaster Artist. I don't dig Franco, man. I've never liked James Franco. I do not, he just isn't entertaining to me. I hated seeing him in Spider-Man. I hated every time I saw him in Spider-Man. I was like, why is this douchebag here? I just don't like him. Anyway, yeah, public, like, okay, this isn't about me not liking celebrities, because that's not, like, if he doesn't like me back, I could give a fuck. Thank God he was never in a Star Wars movie. Jesus. Anyway, I'm getting off track here. What I really want to say is, have you ever been experienced? I'm talking hands-on. Yeah, I love, gotta love that Jimi Hendrix Buffett. You know, it's the last name that gets you. It's like, oh, Jimi Hendrix Buffett. Yeah. Right? See, my cat agrees. That's the zinger when you stick the Buffett at the end. You got fins to the left, fins to the right, and you're the only fading, yeah. Yeah, that's some good Buffett. Look, so from this episode you've gathered, this guy knows a song or two. This guy may or may not be structured well in the brain area. He might have some wires crossed. You know, you have to always jiggle the handle with this guy. I've got a handle, jiggle it. You found out that I know more Trek than is necessary to know in a regular conversation. I know quite a bit of the Star Wars, but it's also dead to me. Yeah. You know, I'm a firm believer in everybody's comic book is somebody's first comic book. Because Stan Lee's a genius. Also, Stan Lee's all for, like, making pole dancing an Olympic sport. And I think I said this in another episode, but I'm all for him and any ideas this man has while he's still going. Fuck, man. Just why is he not just constantly, I guess he's got to rest, but he should be, like, constantly just generating new characters for the fuck of it. And he's like, this is Stan Lee, man, and he says Excelsior and the words pop out and attack people. All the letters come to life and they're, I really dig Stan Lee, man. I recently got a new Stan Lee DVD that I haven't checked out yet that I'm going to review very soon. Oh, I'm going to review. We interrupt this broadcast for No, let me pull my vagina. Have you seen my wishing with a wish wash? I wish my wash. Okay, so speaking of Stan motherfucking Lee Bowitz, Mighty Seven beginning innings, Stan Lee's with Sean Astin, James Belushi, some other people. Flea! That's right, Flea. Michael Ironside, Christian McSlater, Terry Hatcher, and Arme Asante Hammer. Armande Asante, Arme Hammer, Asante, yeah. Reality, fantasy, and adventure collide in this action-fueled animation movie from comic book legend Stan motherfucking Leibowitz. Oh, Leibowitz. Oh. Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, also, too. Anyway, like I was saying, everybody's episode is a first episode or whatever. If this is your first time hearing my episode, I am so... Samson, I'm sorry. Samson, I'm not sorry. Yeah, this is kind of how I am. This is a very, it's a loose... I keep it loosey-goosey, mate, I'll keep it nice. And, I'm a chimney sweep, I'll keep it going, yeah. Yeah, so I was watching people through a motorcycle scope. Anyway, this looks really cool, man. So I am going to check that out. And if you've already seen it, don't ruin it for me. Even though you can't ruin it for me, Like I said on my recent video, my update for my Stranger Things, which I made that video the jump cut, like to give you an idea how much. Oh yeah, I also talked about editing. Maybe if I could finish a fucking thought. Okay, so. Okay, so, yep, I can't, the ice cream man, I gotta go! Alright, I'm back. Okay, so, yeah, here's very quick. Maybe he's parked outside and I'm telling him to wait with a finger. I'm not gonna tell you what finger it is, but I'm using a finger. You can hear me use this finger. Listen. How about that shit? That's amazing. That's finger technology at its finest. Oh wait, that's a snap. That's just like a snap. Okay, so yeah. If like I said, if you're catching me for the first time, I also do a show on YouTube, the Adrian Lozano show. I also do a show with my buddy Chris where we review a bunch of stuff, crazy gun ranges. Well, not crazy gun. Okay, crazy stuff like gun ranges to ice cream shops to videos, whatever. Like we just review everything, not crazy gun ranges, crazy stuff. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Wait, I went back too far. Okay, so Stan Lee once said, "I'm Stan Lee." And you know what? You can't argue with that. You can't. It's impossible. Also because his name's Stan Lee. I like him so much. He's so cool. Anyway, so I'm going to check out this, this Mighty 7 Morphin Power Rangers. You Mighty 7 Morphin Rangers. Okay, so, like I was saying, if this is the first time you're joining me, I also do things to myself on the tubes, and that's usually reviews and whatnot. Oh yeah, so I've been playing with some new software, and I noticed that a lot of these reviews, if they're not one-shots, like one just continuous cut, not edited up, which, that's cool. I mean, some people don't have the time. The way I do this podcast is I just do a one and done because, quite frankly, I don't have the technology to edit it the way I want to. I'm not there yet. I'm hoping one day, maybe with a sponsor, just putting it out there, I could use some money. Anyway, I wanted to purposely fuck with my videos and make them more interesting. I hate a dull video. I hate a boring video. So I try to bring up, I'll download a new editing app or whatever, and I'll try my best to implement it in the best way I can. I just, this last video I did had a bunch of fucking emojis in it, which I never use. I don't even like using emojis on the phone. I think it's, not to be it's just not my thing. It's more cutesy. It's for kids or, whatever. I don't feel like an adult should be playing with smiley faces on a phone. I don't feel, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's just me. And there's times where I get really, really weird and serious about stuff that shouldn't be weird or serious. It's they're smiley faces. Just send a smiley face. I won't do it, I said. And then, I was swiftly escorted out. Oh no, the cats caught on to me. They saw that I left the chamber. I hope they don't find out where I live. That's gonna suck. It's like you got cats pounding at your door. They're like, we want food. We heard you feeding your cats on the podcast. Are you British? Yeah, we're from Old Blighty, we are. We just came across the pond, just looking for some of that cat love enthusia. I don't think enthusia is a word. You haven't been across the pond. Are you a woman or a cat? What are you? I'm from Old Blighty. All right. So, I'm doing this, like I said, this is therapy. This is helping me emotionally, physically, and, fuck it, why not? Let's say mentally, why not? I mean, you can't prove it's not helping me, and you can't prove it's hurting me, not without, consent, or, wait, no, you know what I mean. Look, this helps me, people. Like I said, I'd be talking to myself, looking at my Kinky Friedman poster, looking at my Justice League poster, still spouting off at the mouth. But you know what? This helps. Just like when you do something wrong and people say it's okay, even though in your mind you're like, it's not okay. I did something wrong. Get off my back. And let me be mad at myself. Just give me a little bit of time to be mad at myself. Why? Because I have to. P-A-R-T. Why? Because I planned it and everybody showed up. So, yeah. I just, I gotta get out of this meow. I gotta meow, meow, and out of meow. I'm 18. All right, now, I combined a couple of songs there. I love music. I can't get enough of it. I'm a sick freak when it comes to music. I'm actually working on a couple episodes where I'm just posting songs up, and I want to know who did them. Who did them? Who did this? Who did this? Because they're so great. They're such amazing songs. I want more. I want more of whoever created this. I want more of it, and I want more from that creator. So that's going to be future episodes. You'll hear me play samples or whatever, and that's I'm waiting to get a not a better following. If you're listening to me now, thank you. Thank you for listening. I know this must be weird as fuck to listen to, but I don't care. I'm doing this for me, and if it makes you laugh, then I'm doing it for you too. Not the band U2. I could give a fuck about U2. You talking U2 to me? No, I'm not. That's a hard listen, by the way. I'm not the biggest U2 fan. I know a couple songs, but fuck. When you're doing a commentary over a podcast that's also playing in the background, man, that's a lot of levels. That's a lot. And it's, I love Scott Aukerman. He's great. He's hilarious. He's got some good stuff. But there are times where it's like, Jesus, Scott, what the fuck? Oh, man. There's so many podcasts out there that are great. Nexus of Reality, the Fishnet podcast, the Power of Fishnets. Oh, I mean, there's so many great podcasts out there that you don't have the time, but they all have structures and formats, and this is just Captain's Log. I said, I sang a song about some Tetrions today. Computer and program. It's usually the way my mind works, It's like if I'm not, because I've been doing these video, I guess, I've been editing these videos because I wasn't doing anything else. And now that I'm editing these videos, I feel like I should have been doing this a long time ago. Because it feels so good. That sounds perverted, but you know what? I don't give a fuck. It does feel good. All right? It feels good. I like it. I like it a lot. But, what, my children? I know, right? I know, huh? Yeah, they're like, you're still recording, asshole. But anyway, so yeah, the last episode I did, super jump cutty. I'm talking every single cut is a jump cut. What kind of cuts do you do? It's a jump cut. Does this even make sense? It's a jump cut out of continuity. What's continuity? I ain't got no continuity right here. I don't. The episode, I purposely changed things in the background. I took a shower. I shot a bunch of stuff. Post-shower, pre-shower, not during shower. No. Don't you lie. Anyway, so I just caught my cat in a lie. She was trying to make me look bad, but, you know, I'm bigger and stronger, so whatever. Anyway, so yeah, I made it super jump cutty. I'm working with some new software that I can't wait to get. And, you know, once I get the new hardware in from the people who are currently sponsoring me, I will be on my way. I mean, I'm still poor, but I'm still going to fucking try. I feel like I've wasted so much time not editing videos. I mean, that's what I really want to do, because I want to get to the point where I can edit anything, you know? Anything. They'll tell me to do a, what? I mean, like, what if I do, like, a landing on another planet video? Why not? I mean, why not show the capability of a technology? Like, if they gave me new software and they're like, here's some new software, put 2 planets fighting each other. Could you imagine 2 planets? Like, let's say an Ego and then another Ego? Or like the time that Galactus fought Ego? Oh, so cool. Anyway, I'm getting super into other fields, like I always do. Like a bibbidi-bobbidi-boo. Bibbidi-bobbidi-bobbidi-boobidi. You know? But, yeah, I wanted to do another episode because I'm feeling good today. The day started off super stressful. Super fucking stressful. I mean, I'm talking through my teeth. Man, boy, do I got teeth. So, yeah. Remember that time on the animated series with Spider-Man? The good one with, you know, with C.D. Barnes. Christopher Daniel Barnes. If it ain't C.D. Barnes, I don't want it. Get it out of here. I love me some fucking Christopher Daniel Barnes. Every time I read a Spider-Man comic, I'm hearing his voice. Every time I see Spider-Man, I'm thinking Christopher Daniel Barnes. Like, that's right? Am I right? See? Ho-Ho agrees. Like, that's what's up. Like, it's all... If it ain't C.D. Barnes, get it out of here. Nobody wants it. Get it. Just go. Get out of here, Tobey Maguire. I know he didn't do any, you know, whatever. Okay, so... Yeah, that's the thing, is that there was an episode where he was going through the man spider thing, where he was becoming a giant spider, and he goes, "Ooh, I'm so nervous. What is it? I'm gonna chew all my fingernails. And man, have I got fingernails!" Because he had like fucking 3 arms on each side. Like, oh, it's some good stuff. I love all of that. That run, was it John Semper Jr., I believe, is the guy who was in charge of that run? Man, that dude could tell some wicked stories. Like, I mean, some of them are, I mean, they're not exactly pulled from the comics, but they're pretty damn close, you know? Just like some of those Fantastic Fours. Like, I've seen so many different kinds of Fantastic Four animations that, you know, it never gets old. But that's a topic for another day. As far as today goes, this is either episode 10 or 11. I don't know how they're counting this. But this is the Adrian Lozano Show you've been listening to. I hope you sit down and trek it up tonight, or trek it down, or trek it out. Trek it out. Trek it out. I like that. That's cool. Although it does border on a little bit of the... what is it? Uncle Cousin Joey or whatever from fucking Full House. Cut it, you know, whatever that. And that dude's a douchebag in real life. Like, what's his name? Goulier? Dave Goulier? Yeah, I'll get you fired, you fucking Dave Goulier. You fucking prick. You make me sick. With your Hugh and your Laurie, it's all better than you and whatnot. Yeah. You may say, what does this guy keep saying, Hugh and the Laurie? You know, I recently watched or rewatched the entirety of A Bit of Fry and Laurie. And if you haven't seen that shit, man, where have you been? That's some good shit. I'm dancing. I'm dancing in front of my cats. They're wondering what I'm doing. I'm not sure. Maybe something's wrong. I don't know. Now I'm doing the robot arm where your arm swings sideways. I'm describing everything. Am I wearing socks? You better believe it. I mean, every detail's here, you know. But I digress. I digress. And digress. Oh. Hoochie walla walla, hoochie bang bang. Please write in if you remember the lambada. Does anybody know the forbidden dance? Has it gone the way of the dodo? Are kids lambada-ing in the streets? I mean, not kids, but you know what I'm saying. Like, are people lambada? Officer, they are currently in the act of lambada-ing. I can see her lambada from here. Ooh, sorry. Ooh, sorry. Ooh. Shake, Sonora. Shake your wiener wild. Remember, if you shake it more than twice, see a doctor. I mean, look at it, doctor. No, don't. Wait. I may have overstepped my bounds. And I always leap my bounds. I could leap a bound in a single jump. Right, Governor? I suppose so. Hey, Governor? I don't know. I'm not wearing any trousers. I'm wearing pants. No. So, yeah. Like I said, if this is your first episode, I think I've said that 4 or 5 times, where I look at a picture and it reminds me of what I was doing. I'm looking at the first issue of Dr. Doom. It just says Doom. Bada bing, bada doom. There's nothing like a good comic book. Ain't nothing gonna slow me down. I'm creepy and I'll read comics. Oh yeah, the first issue spectacular. Meow meow meow. Meow meow meow. Direct edition. That's how I get 'em. Meow meow meow. Do you remember when Wonder Woman fought Doomsday? Oh my God, it was crazy. And I'm gonna meow meow meow. I'm also looking at Adam Warlock. Oh yeah, the Warlock Chronicles. Yeah, I think the coolest thing about this Warlock Chronicles is the cover, man. It's got like that black eye, shiny, shimmery, and then Adam Warlock's all splayed out, legs open. Wait, that sounds... Look, if you want to get an idea of what I'm talking about, check out Marvel Comics, The Warlock Chronicles, first spectacular issue. Just look up that cover. It's a bit, it's not a bit gauche. It's not a bit foppish. What it is what it is cool, but it seems a little bit foppish. No, it's not foppish. It seems a little bit dramatic, it does. He's got a weird stance to him, and he's kind of pointing his finger nonchalantly. He's like, I don't know. And then his staff looks like Hawkman's head is on it, but like baby Hawkman, I don't know. Look, man, look, it's a great cover. Give me anything, anything with a rainbow spectrum, anything with a shin to it, it's got the sheen, the Charlie Sheen look. Not the Charlie Sheen look, but it's got a nice sheen to it. A machine. It's mushy and sheeny. Kaluka, Matuka, baby, why don't you go down to spider webs? The web of Spider-Man. Hey, that's some guy. He's in a grizzly bear costume. Oh yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I hear the grizzly coming down the track. Bullshit you not. Web of Spider-Man number 58. I hear the grizzly coming. The grizzly. She comes like in the night. Feel the beat of the rhythm of the night. A meow, 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 and meow, meow, meow. Forget about your worries, meow, meow, meow. And then you just go meow, meow, meow. Get really drunk and then pass out, yeah. And meow, meow, meow all of the time. Whoa. If you don't like DeBarge, fuck you. I was born in the 80s, grew up in the 90s, and you know what that means? DeBarge fucking rocks. So, yeah. There, I said it. You finally got the truth out of me. I also like Bob Seger and Led Zeppelin and the Beatles and anything by Steve Albini, Shellac, Big Black, Rape Man. Oh, I mean, just... The list goes on. There's so much good music out there. There's Infected Mushroom. Fucking, you can't limit yourself. You can't limit yourself to one kind of music. Life's too short to limit yourself to one kind of music. That's why I hope there's somebody out there. Maybe they're walking to work. Maybe you're doing your laundry. Maybe you're sitting in a room surrounding a Bluetooth speaker with people with notepads, and you're all writing down things that you're hearing to use, later in life. Whatever you're doing and whatever you've been doing while you've been listening to this, thank you for listening, and thank you for putting up with me, and thank you for letting me thank you. Because really, it might sound like I'm being like that I'm just being, like it's facetious. It's not. It's legitimate. It's genuine. I really do appreciate you listening. Whether you've been laughing at me the whole time or whatever, I don't really give a fuck. So just know that if you like this, share it. And if you want to see more content like this, check out the Adrian Lozano Show on YouTube. And, I'm just trying to get by. I'm just a regular dude, just trying to make some kind of mark on the world, even if it's just video and audio diaries, I mean, they'll be worth something someday. You never know. I mean, at least to me for right now, it feels good, where everybody knows your name. Meow, meow, meow. You want to go and meow, meow, meow. And trouble can't find you. Wait, that's not it. You want to go where everybody is a murderer. Evil cheers. Right? You go in and it's like the villains bar from, what do you call it? It's on YouTube, but it's also on Instagram, the villains bar, where it's just like all the villains hanging out. It's like, I think this is a bad place to be in. Half of these people are like murderers that have not ever been killed. The other half are murderers that have yet to be caught. It's like really crazy. Yeah, there's some there's supposed to be not supposed to be, but there currently is a new Uncle Mike Myers. There's this cool picture on Instagram where it's Michael Myers looking at the mirror, and it's Mike Myers as Austin Powers looking back, and it's fucking awesome. It's so cool. It's I immediately liked it and then saved it because I was like, yeah, that's him. That's how his mind works. That's his mentality. He's like, yeah, baby, here's a knife. Here's another knife. Here's a new knife wound. I made him British too, didn't I? I've been corrupted. I've got to go back to my Australian roots from Texas. Wait. Yeah, but anyway, yeah. I just love me some Weekly Planet. I mean, I love me some Weekly Planet. Can I get a little amen on the Weekly Planet? Let me tell you about the Weekly Planet. Meow, meow. Oh, man. If you haven't seen Coming to America, that fucking movie is amazing. And it holds up. It is super fucking fun. I saw it when I was a child. Super fucking funny. I loved it more than Trading Places. I thought Trading Places was okay. But Coming to America, dude, that fucking I will be forced to thrash you. Oh, man, come on, All of it. I mean, just every fucking part. Who's going to clean up all these damn flowers? Oh, it's great. He has his own money. I don't care where you're from, Jack. This is America. You say one more word about Lisa? Oh, man. It's such a good movie. I'm getting off track. What was I talking about? Weekly Planet. Weekly Planet. If you don't know what the Weekly Planet is,
Classic Street Fighter move. Down, down, forward, forward, punch.
Yeah, that'll work.
Nothing. Back, charge, back,
What's a
forward.
classic Tekken?
Oh, that's right.
What's a classic virtual fighter?
Who knows?
Yeah. Do you know how because you had to beat Vader to unlock Vader, and I had to ring out of it to win because
I think I just tell them.
it's so wonky, this whole bloody game.
We're really good at this.
yeah, they're amazing. I'm watching the Caravan of Garbage defeating Darth Vader. Yeah, I love the Caravan of Garbage. Unlike the How Did This Get Made, when they're like, this movie's shit, when they play games on the Caravan of Garbage, pardon me, I don't have a cough button. I just have a phone. But anyway, when they play games on the Caravan of Garbage, they're horrible. And some of the best games are the Never Go Back games. Those, man, they're cool. Like the Captain America and the Avengers Never Go Back. Also that beat. You remember, as As you can say in certain places, but you can't say in other places. You never want to talk about someone's member the wrong way. You know? But, yeah, I think that beat goes a little something like this. How cool is that? See, that's way, like, that's how obsessed with music I am. Listen. Oh, that's so cool. Come on, tell me that isn't cool. The Weekly Planet, Never Go Back, just the music alone. I'd like that, like I'd listen to that before I got in the ring to fight. A kangaroo, Monsoon Moon style, you know what I'm saying? Just he's ripped off how many faces? You know? Yeah, I'm also checking out the Mighty Boosh is the rhythm divine. Nobody booshes like when the boosh is loose. All I need is a boosh in the boosh. You know? Mr. McBoosh, please. Mr. McBoosh was my father. Call me Booshenstein. Bushberg. The boosh is loose. Steve Buscemi. Also, Paul Scheer, episode 153 of How Did This Get Made? What? He just knows it off the top of his head? Maybe he's looking at a notebook? There's no notebook here. I'm looking at a cat sitting on my armchair. On the arm of my chair. Yeah, episode 153. The Boosh is loose, authored by the Paul Scheer. That's the episode where they do Escape from the LA. You know, my name's Snake. Plitskin. Plotskin. Foreskin. Yeah. Paul can't even say Snake Plissken. Man, if you want to hear a name get mispronounced, Paul Scheer's your man. Also one of the funniest guys ever. But like I said, that podcast is totally different than The Weekly Planet. And yet both of those podcasts inspired me to do this podcast, which is like, you know, why not? Like, yeah, man, why the fuck not? So I'm going to get back to watching the stuff that I got to watch, because I got to watch stuff and review stuff. And, well, you know, I don't want to start singing All I Need Is the Rhythm Divine again, because once it's in your head, it's going to stay there. All I need. Okay, see, it's there. I planted a seed. Whatever you do, don't smoke that seed. Okay, so, yeah. I've already done my thanks and whatnot. I'm not going to be too repetitive, although I am meandering quite a bit. I meander for you, and you meander all over me. Meander all over me. Anyway, so many songs, so little time. Spa! I never got that joke till because I grew up with TNG, and then after that it was Mystery Science Theater, and then it wasn't till I was older and got some VHS cassettes of the original series TOS, and then I started noticing moments that would call back to Tom Servo going, Spa! You know, where they're like doing Death Spa. Wait, Death Spa was How Did This Get Made? There's another movie that they do where there's a spa. And anyway, it's just, yeah, it's Spa. I can't, if you can walk past any spa and not go, Spa, then you must be a good person or an evil, heartless bastard. Either way, I think it's cool of you to be out walking near spas. It's, you know, they're endangered. But for the most part, like I said, I'm going to get to watching the movies and the stuff that I want to review. I got to finish up the Mighty Boosh. I got one more disc to boosh. I got one more disc to boosh. I'm going to boosh you right in the disc. So, uh-oh, that was the cats. They found me. Yeah, I've got one more disc to review, and then also I think I might make myself something to eat. So yeah, thank you very much for listening. Please check me out, or trek me out. Oh, a callback, or is it? Yeah, trek me out. Oh, just maybe a memory. Like I said, the Adrian Lozano Show on YouTube. Thanks again. Talk to you later. Bye.
The podcast you just heard was recorded with Anchor. If you want to make your own, download the Android or iOS app completely free from anchor.fm/podcast. That's anchor.fm/podcast.